trick I would like to share. For my Google Meets, as I'm welcoming students into the gym, I have my Google Meet open. It's recording right away. My camera and my voice microphone is off, but this screen is being presented to them. And it's a way for me to welcome them since I can't physically do it like if we're all distance learning. But this message is to show that, hey, welcome back. It is fourth quarter and I hope everyone had a great spring break. And I encourage them to write their name in the chat just as another form to make sure that I know they were there. And then once I've welcomed all the students in the gym and I have them set up for what I'm doing, I come to my computer and I take off this screen and then I say hello and I welcome them to class. So that's my tip or trick.
Hi everybody, Matthew Marcus Niskwick here, GTT teacher for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And what's working for me is doing frequent check-ins, more check-ins with students, just about academics, but also about their personal, who they are, what they're up to in life. And then I also try really hard to be funny and fun with the students. I think that's something they were missing when it was just hiding behind a computer screen. And then if I am having a bad day, I also have Mountain Dew in my closet, so I can just go get one of them.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Johansson, and I am a 6th grade math teacher here at Robbinsdale Middle School. And I just wanted to share one of my tips on keeping hybrid students engaged during my class. One of the things that helps me to get them engaged is a little friendly competition. And one way I do that is with our learning targets. So for example, I have my daily slides up every day, and at one point through the daily slides towards the beginning, I have my learning targets posted, and we've been doing this since the beginning of the year. And as you notice, this is written in black, red, and blue. So some student will get to read the learning targets for the rest of the class. Let's say I'm the student that got picked for that day, and I get to tell everybody else what to do, and I get to kind of be the lead for that. And I would say something like, okay, everybody, today students at home are going to read the red, and students in class are going to read the blue, and I'm going to read the black. And when the student does that, I make sure the rest of the class goes, okay, so let's see who can do better here. Who's going to be the one that reads with a nice, big, clear, presenting voice, no screaming? You know, we talk about proper, good ways of reading and stuff like that. So then we have our competition, and the student will start, and he tells everyone at home to unmute their mic. And this is really great too for students that really don't share their voices very often, but when they're with a group of students, they have a chance to share their voice. And so the student will say, okay, guys, here I go, I'm ready to read to you. He goes, I can. And then the students at home, if we said students at home will read red, the students at home will say, you fine, over the loudspeakers. And then the other group of students in the class would say, algebraic vocabulary. And then the student that was chosen for that day would say, I can. And the students at home would say, be responsible. And then the student that is it that day says, and then the students in the classroom would say, take notes independently. And they kind of go through all the learning targets. And at the end, we get to kind of decide, well, who do you think did better? Was it the students at home? Was it the students at school? And it's kind of fun sometimes when the students say, like the students at school will say, hey, there's only 5 students at home, but they kind of did better than us. And of course you have those students that will say, no, we did better. And so it just makes it a fun, friendly competition, and everybody gets a chance to share their voice, and it's just a good way to start your day at the beginning of class. So the students are engaged, and I hope you guys give it a try. Have a good day.
Hi RMS, Gretchen on 6th grade reading. Something that's going really well is having my Google Voice number posted for students to be able to text me or call me if they're at home while I'm providing additional support and intervention to students in person. My biggest concern was, well, obviously like doing all of this at once, but really making sure that the students at home were able to get support if they needed it. Another thing that's going well is that I like to spice things up with this radically repulsive would you rather, and they are would you rather questions that a lot of the 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders think are disgusting, so obviously it's super appropriate. But this one's funny, that I'm going to ask you. Would you rather have tennis ball-sized eyeballs or coffee mug-sized nostrils? And then students in person would share out, or they could type in the chat if they're online at home, or unmute themselves. Anyways, hope you guys are doing really well with all of this excitement this year, and looking forward to learn from you guys too. Peace.
Hey everyone, one of the options that I really liked for concurrent teaching is doing brain breaks that allow multiple options of interactions. So if you're using Pear Deck, one of the options you can do is do multiple choice. And so I incorporate this into a brain break that I would usually do if it was a normal year. 4 corners so students would move to the corner, but in this case, with Pear Deck add-on, you can do a multiple choice option where students are choosing which option they like the best, and there's also an option for them to do other. So for this brain break, we've done it multiple times. Our Individuals and Societies department decided that this is the one community builder that we were all going to be doing, so we've all done a variety of these. But for one of these, it was just a fast food question for a brain break after we did an activity. Which do you prefer? And again, students in person can shout out, can share out, we can discuss. If students don't want to share out, they can just check in the Pear Deck which option that they would choose, or they can type in the chat box. So this brain break allows for multiple ways of communication and sharing out, and it's kind of fun to talk about things that interest us or we're excited about. So again, this was a fast food one. A lot of people picked other and shared Culver's or Panda Express, but overall, McDonald's and Raising Cane's were the top 2, in case you're interested. Again, you can do this for any topic. You can make it content related, you can make it sport, activity, food, fun, any sort of things you would like. So I just thought I would share this little tip trick for a brain break that allows multiple avenues when concurrent teaching for students to share some of their interests and really get to know each other. I hope this helps, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks.
Hi, it's Miss Davy.
And Miss Kern.
One thing I think is working really well in 6th grade co-taught English is during concurrent instruction are the roadmaps. We have been making really good roadmaps and actually putting hyperlinks onto the roadmaps so that when the student is either in person or online, they can use that roadmap as a starting point or a launch pad, no matter where they are in their learning.
In addition, when students are in person, it is easier to see the students that are filling out their planner and their organization and skills that you need to help students improve on so that they know when assignments are due and what classes they need to be working on.
And for co-teaching, I know for concurrent instruction, the eyeballs have been very important. I've been giving Miss Burns the eye a lot.
Yeah, a lot more nonverbals, and when you're co-teaching, you have to make sure that you have a designated teaching spot where the teacher is giving instruction, whether it's one teacher or the other, you switch spots so that the students know who to look at and where to look.
Thanks, everyone. Don't go too crazy out there.